Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're here with Jeff Kender, a candidate for the United States Senate 2016. You call yourself the Common Man. I'm going to read a little bit of what you wrote. I am a leader of the people, not of money, driven by heart and will, despised by the establishment. The people now have a voice. Hope never dies, the fight continues, the dream lives on. Explain.
Exactly. Our whole campaign is for the people, so the people can have a voice in Washington. For far too long, the establishment of both parties has put forward their own personal candidates, and it's not only driven people out of politics, but it's just drawn the interest out of politics. Nobody wants to get in it anymore because they know the system's rigged. The establishment picks who they want, and that's how it is. So, we are totally anti-establishment, and we're not liked by the establishment. We don't care. We owe nobody nothing. That's what our campaign is about, the people. So, we're not bought, so because no rich people gives us any money, no corporations. We're just for the people, by the people.
Now, Jeff, you say on your website, KenderForSenate2016.com, that you are for overturning Citizens United. What is it with Citizens United that you don't like?
Well, let me tell you, with Citizens United, we got a handful of millionaires and billionaires that are flooding the election systems with their money and buying elections with giving one candidate so much money. So it's corrupting the system, it's taking the people's voice out of politics and out of our political system. So yes, the whole time that I'm in the United States Senate representing the great state of Kentucky, I will fight Citizens United.
Now, Jeff, you say on the website as well that you are an all-of-the-above energy opponent. Explain.
I believe that the United States of America should use every bit of energy source that they can. Now, if you lived in Kentucky, you know that coal jobs have left this state. Now, let me tell you something. I will not promise that I can bring coal jobs back myself, because after all, Mitch McConnell has been the leader in the Senate. Hal Rogers, which represents my district, has been the Appropriations Committee leader in the House. So, and Rand Paul has been the senator for the last 6 years, and we've lost jobs for the last 10, 20 years in coal. But I can promise that I will fight the overreach of the EPA. And yes, I believe that we should legalize marijuana and start growing a lot of hemp in the United States. Hemp can be fuel, energy source, and used for many different things. So I'm pro-hemp growth also, and I believe that people should be able to grow it and profit from it. And 1 acre of hemp can produce as much paper as 4 acres of trees. Just think about that. Just think about the money to be made.
As well, your website states that you're pro-gun. Explain.
I'm a gun owner myself. I grew up in Eastern Kentucky, and anybody that knows Eastern Kentucky knows this is a very big hunting place. Everybody likes to hunt. Myself, I'm not a hunter. I enjoy watching, looking at nature though, but I've got a lot of family and friends who are hunters, and I believe in our Constitution and our Second Amendment right, and the right to bear arms. And we recently done a survey with the NRA, and I expect to get a 100% from the NRA.
That sounds good. Jeff, immigration. Now it says immigration by need. Now we know immigration is a very, very important subject around our nation. Now it says immigration by need. What does that mean?
A lot of people's been asking me, what exactly do you mean immigration by need? Well, let me tell you folks, if you know it or not, we are under attack by ISIS and radical Islam. So first of all, we got to protect our borders, have a sound system of who comes into this country. We got to know who is coming into the country. Also, I think that we ought to go with the immigration system that goes by our job reports and says what type of workers we need. It don't matter what job it is. It could be surgeons, doctors, whatever, field workers, whatever the country needs is what we allow for the immigration status. And so it's not a radical idea, and we'll know who's coming into the country, and we'll have vet them better, and that way we don't let terrorists into the country. We don't need a lot of people coming into the country and not as many jobs to give them. How are they going to start out without a job? It's going to be much harder for them to do well in this country. It's not that we're not inviting, but we're just saying that we need to put America first. I'm big on foreign aid. I'm big on putting our citizens first. We should not have our veterans living out in the streets. And we should feed our hungry citizens before we send millions and billions of dollars to Middle Eastern countries, to kings and dictators that does God knows what with our money. Maybe buy a bomb, whatever that they do. But what I'm saying is, I'm for putting America first. Before we send millions and billions overseas, we take care of our own people first.